Bella and welcome to day 2 of my 5 days, 5 looks, 5 gals. Today I'm collabing with someone that's really lifted my spirits, and I'll tell you why. You know, I say it all the time, I'm such a promoter of budget beauty. I love the high-end stuff, I do, but you don't necessarily have to have it, and that's such a drive for me. It always has been. I found Kimberley, who's collabing with me today, about 2 months ago, not very long ago at all. And honestly, I was so happy that I found her channel. She is much younger than me. And she's beautiful, and she makes up incredibly well. She puts videos up every day, and if ever there was an absolute advocate for you can be beautiful on a budget, it's Kimberley. When she is made up, she is absolutely stunning, and I would challenge anyone to look, you know, to top that on her any makeup anywhere. I mean, she just looks so beautiful. She's also a lovely person. She's very humble, she's very quiet. She does all sorts of videos in that she will do toiletries. She does hair every week, and you see her washing her hair. She's very, you know, as it is, very natural, very as all us women would be. And you see her doing that, very hands-on, and she brings you all the budgets, really bargain-in budgets, but my goodness is she good at what she does. And she absolutely is. You can look beautiful on a budget personified. She absolutely is. And I was so privileged that she will work with this old girl today. She's cracking, and you'll love her. And if you're on a budget and you know you're like myself, the budget is the passion for you, go and find her, because well, you haven't got to find her because I'll leave her link. She's lovely. She's absolutely lovely. I'll put the name of her channel on the top here. And thank you, Kimberley, for so much for accepting this, you know, my offer for you to collab with me. I'm so happy you accepted. Now then, look for today. I decided, I thought, I've got to put in a red lip, because what's Christmas without a red lip? But I personally, and I always say this is my personal choice, I personally, if I wear a red lip, I understate the eye. Now, I don't wear a red lip often because I am a big eye person. You know that I love the eye looks and the work that has to go into that and learning more about it. I love that. But a lot of people like red lipstick, and I do like it, but I always wear it with a very understated eye, which I've got on today. Now, I've got no shadow on today at all. All we're talking today is lines and lifting the lashes, and tight lining and mascaras, and how to get your eyes to show without the use of shadow. And then I can get away with a red lip. Okay, so let's see how I do this. It does take as long. People think, oh, you haven't got a shadow, it's not going to take as long, but not at all, because sometimes intricate work, I can put eyeshadow on my eyes shut, but intricate work can take a little bit longer because you've got to really make sure it's precise. So let's get into it. Okay, I think one of the most important things to remember is when you're doing just mascara, you're just doing your eyes and your brows, it's got to be very clean cut looking. So there's no smudging so much like you would do with an eyeshadow, and it's, you know, it's quite intricate, and a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, well, it won't take anywhere near as long a time, but it does, because really each level is quite intricate to get that really clean look. So I've got my base on, as I've had on every day, and it's listed below. But I've made sure that I've got some Coty foundation on my lids, and Coty Airspun, which I use every day when I need powder. And I've powdered my lids all around and dusted it well with a nice big brush, dusted it all well so that it's a nice, clean, crisp canvas to work with. So what I'm going to start with today is, I think I will start with my brows. I'm using the Avon one, the Mark one today. I've got a flat brush, brow brush like this, and I've got a big mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to brush my brows up. I don't have, you know, perfect shaped eyebrows, but I don't particularly like those perfect shaped eyebrows on me anyway. But I do use one of those little razors and do the edge. Any stray hairs I can't pluck anymore because I can't see to do it. Okay, so my setting spray, which I like, and I spray that on the liner brush, or the brow brush, and then I take some of the product, just the brown one, put it either side, and then I begin to work a tail. I'm doing guys very subtly a tail. Put some in to thicken this part of my brow. And we'll go on that again. And I find that if I do it, I mean, you can just wet it or you can put it on dry, but if you do it with the setting spray, it will hold the brow on. A little bit more. Just through the bits that are a little bit sparse. And then brush up again. So you've got a fairly natural looking brow, do the other one. Okay, so that's both my brows. Now the next thing we need, well, I need to do, is I do my tight line, which is my inner waterline up there. A lot of people don't like watching this. This is the Bourjois clubbing, which is always the one I tend to use. I shut my eye and I run it along like this. So I'm actually catching the inside, if you can watch. It's not hurting at all, but I'm drawing the line on the inside of my lashes. Now, can you see that difference, how dark that is to that? That's just by doing that invisible line inside. Okay. When I've done that, I take it on not actually on the waterline and not actually on the skin. It's kind of in between. It's hard to, so it's on the root of my lash, just on the root of my lash, because if we put nothing on the bottom, it's going to not be balanced. So just on the roof of my mouth, honestly, just on the root of my lash there. And now get a little skinny brush like this, and I want to make sure that's smudged like that, smudged out to the corner, no flicks ups or anything like that, just make sure that's smudged into the root of your lash. I'll do the other side. Okay, so when you've done that with both eyes, what I do then is I need to use an actual liner above, so on above my lashes. I use the one, this is the Maybelline, it's a Precision Last All Day. It's a felt tip, and it's very, very fine, and I don't want to a line that shows. I'm just looking at defining the base of those lashes. So what I do is I lay it on my lashes and stamp a little bit. Can you see that? Oh goodness, I didn't mean to do that. And then I just stamp a little bit going along, right in the base. So I'm not actually drawing a line. I'm just putting that ink into the base. I'm not doing any sort of wing or anything. Just pushing that in to the base like that. Okay guys, do the same the other side. Okay, so now the main work obviously is the lashes. You need a lot of lashes. If you can wear false eyelashes, that's great at a time like this, but mere nut false eyelashes still not the best of mates. So I'm going to use a primer. Now today I am using the Lash Revival. It's the Max Factor false eyelash effect. It's the primer that matches that. It isn't, in my eyes, anywhere near as good as the Essence one, and as soon as this is used up I shall go back to the Essence one, but I want to use this up first. So this goes into the base of my lashes. It's really difficult with this because you don't know how much you got on. So wiggle as you would with, make sure you're not going too low and taking away, not with the primer, and taking away your inner waterline. Also guys, I think I've said to you before, when you tightline, it's got to be, you need to test maybe a few eyeliners to do that. The reason I stick to the clubbing a lot, the Bourjois clubbing, is it's not going to transfer into my lower waterline. I found so many pencils do transfer into the lower waterline, but the Bourjois one doesn't on me. So that's why I then tend to stick to that one. Okay. And that is the first coat. Well, it's the base coat. The primer, I'll be back when that's dry. Okay, so when your primer is dry, this is how I do it. It's not necessarily the correct way. As I said many times, I'm not a makeup specialist. I just, you know, years of working on my own face, but what works for me doesn't always work for everyone else. So I wouldn't say this is a definite way, this is the way I do it. I use an eyelash curler. You don't see me using an eyelash curler all that much, and to be honest, I don't always use one. But with this particular look I do, because the eyelashes are so important. So I put that close to the base of the lashes as I can, and I give that a few squeeze. And then when I've done that, I get my mascara, and this time it's Superhero. You need a good mascara for this look, a really kind of vroom one. So I get that on only on my top lashes. I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes, it just pulls my face down. And we just need to keep working. Same brush, don't go back in, but just keep working at that lash, going round and round, flicking up and flicking up till we've got the first coat done. And I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so I want to shape the face up still. I'm using a Maybelline one today, a bit lighter. And my brush here. Let's go around the hairline. This is a nice one, the colour's absolutely right. down the side there. We don't really want to look that bronzed at the middle of December, but it's only on a bit of shape. So that's that. And under the chin, as always, plan on that. That's that. And finishing brush as always. This Wet n Wild brush, this is a lovely brush. This was gifted to me when I was in the States. Beautiful. That's that. Now blusher. I definitely want the colour. I don't want to put on any extra highlighters, so I'm going to, this wins for me every time. This is NARS Orgasm. It's very, very classic, very, been out for years, but it's still every year it's my favourite blush. I don't like any blush more than I like this. Slightly sweep over, starting from the temple and coming down. I'm doing it so lightly, starting from the temple, coming down. Look at this, is just the best blush. Look at that. I just adore this blush. I love it. That side, and then this side. If you're going for a natural look, or even a glam look, this is just a fabulous blush. And it gets the recognition, it deserves the recognition it gets. Beautiful. So that's that. Big blush again, big blah 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 blah, big brush again. Right, now I want to do the red lips, which will dominate this look obviously. I first want to get a powder puff, or actually I'll take one of these. I want to get a little bit of my powder, which is always the Coty Airspun, and I'm going to powder my lip. And make sure that's dusted off, but I want that really clean cut for the pencil. Then I'm going to use a red pencil, and this one is the W7 one. Is it called lip twist? It's a lip twister. I've used these for years. I love all the colours they're in, and they are my favourite lip liner. High end, low end, or any other end is my favourite. So being as precise as we can. It's the only time you don't hear me talk, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. And then I fill that in. I find it hard to do red lipstick than any other because of the precision. Not that you want any lipstick all over your face, but you get my point, guys, don't you? That's that one. And then I'm going to get a bit of tissue, which is designer tissue. Only sold in very elegant shops. Okay. And I'm going to blot that. Not that much is coming off, but I blot it anyway. And then I go over with whatever lip colour I've chosen. And today it's one by Kiko. Kiko have gone out of Warrington now. So wish they hadn't, because I love them. I'll put the shade below. I loved Kiko, and we had a beautiful store where near where I lived, but that's gone, as so many stores have now. And I'm going to put lipstick on, try not to go a hair's breadth away from the actual line. And that will help it stop bleeding. So that's my red lips. No eyeshadow. I'll be back when I'm dressed. Okay guys, so what do you think? Do you think this is a nice look? Of course you could take this look every day, and I've done that very often and just used your normal colour lipstick. It's quite a natural look and I like it. I like this look. But you tell me what you think. Do you think shadow's always necessary? Do you agree with me that if you've got a bright lip you should understate the eye? And vice versa, which is why I nearly always got a nude lipstick on, because I always do big whammy eyes. You let me know. And please go over and see Kimberley, because you know it's hard to do things on a budget. It takes work. I mean, all the videos, believe me, YouTubing takes work. I love every second of it, but it takes work. But to do it on a budget and to look as fabulous as she does, I mean, hats off to her. Please go over and say hi. Tell her I said hi. She's terrific. If you're on a budget, she's absolutely terrific. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for doing this with me, Kimberley. I will see you again tomorrow with another lady. You please take care of yourselves in this horrible crackpot time. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless, guys. Bye.